Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! What's going on, guys? Let's jump on in. We got some fear in the markets today. We might actually get that fear on the fear and freaking greed. Let's freaking go, man. I see what we in here. DJ said, F you, Gary Genza, the lizard, coming for our coins. But I don't think we can just completely blame the SEC, right? We knew that's, still... that a back test of 25K was still a possibility. That's one of the possibilities we were talking about. So we cannot completely blame it on the SEC, as much as I want to do that. It's easier that way. Why the SEC dump my coins? It's easier that way. But Bitcoin, man, altcoins, man. We're getting a little spiciness in the chat today. Let's go, man. We got a little spiciness in the charts. We got spiciness everywhere, man. Interactive. He put the lizard in the chat. You gotta love the lizard, man. Guys, we're finally out of the range. Holy shit. At least temporarily. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But we are out of the damn range for the first time in 30 days. Let's go, man. I think just for that, we deserve a little bit of, just a little bit of a cheer.
Strap up. Okay? We're going to the moon.
Just a little bit of a cheer, just to the fact that we are out of that damn range. Not by much. We are right below that damn range. But we got a lot to talk about today, guys. A lot to talk about. Should we be afraid? Should we be shivering in our jimborees? Is it over for crypto? Is Tether about to collapse? Is Binance about to collapse? Is the whole crypto industry about to collapse? And is this similar to the FUD that we had in the past? What should we be thinking at the current moment? Let's talk about it and let's have a little fun while we do it, all right? Let's have a little fun while we do it. Let's see. Jordan, buy XRP. We're getting to the chance to buy XRP. Guys, this is exactly why I didn't want to buy XRP where it was the other day. You never buy the retracement levels, man. If you're going to buy something, you buy it at support, at the very, very least. Anyways, let's have a little fun today, guys. It's a day that we deserve to have a little bit of fun, right? In a world of know-it-alls and a world of I told you so's and a world of everyone knowing exactly what every little move is going to be. Let's have some fun today, all right? Horse Guy right now is in shambles. He doesn't know what to do, okay? Now, Horse Guy is looking at this daily chart over here, and he's in absolute shambles as Bitcoin's at 25,400, right? Now, like we said, Horse Guy's going to come up and tell us what he thinks in a second here. But, guys, here's where we are, all right? And we had this low back on May 12th. We had this other low back on May 24th, all right? We are just slightly below that low. The funny thing is, if Bitcoin was able to reclaim back above 25,800, you just would be exactly where you've been for the last 30 days, right? So let's see if Bitcoin can do that. But for the very, very now time frame, okay, let's have Horse Guy and let's have Horse Guy tell us what he thinks right now. Horse Guy, get up here. Guys, this is bad. This is very, very bad. We have not had fun like this in forever. CZ Binance going to jail. He's on the run right now. Binance is over. Okay? Now, I will tell you guys what I am doing. I am all out of crypto. Okay? Now, I didn't just sell my altcoins. I sold my Bitcoin now. I sold my Ethereum now. I sold everything. Just like I did on the FTX crash at the little low. That's what I did. I sold here. That did very well for me. I also sold on the banking crisis dip. That was very good too. That worked out very good for me as well. And now, I am selling everything now. Okay? I am selling everything now because I listen to FUD. And I listen to news. Yes, that's how you make it in crypto. Okay? So guys, sell everything you have. Be me. Okay? Join Horse Guy. Sell everything you have because it is over for crypto. Admit it. It is over. It's a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme. Put your money in the banks. They are more safe than this freaking Ponzi scheme. I am sick of this shit. Thank you, Horse Guy. Thank you, man. Thank you for telling me what you think, man. We haven't heard from you a little bit. I was a little bit worried. Thank you, my man. But anyways, that's how Horse Guy feels right now. Okay, he's not feeling very good. He's feeling like shit. All right, he is feeling like literal shit. It is over. But anyways, if we come back to where Bitcoin is, right, and let's just look at this logistically. So when we were up in this range, okay, we had this fractal. Okay, now we have this fractal over here, which is perfectly cool. Right? And we said, okay, if this fractal is going to continue, we should be seeing a move up relatively soon. Okay. Now, obviously, we have deviated from that fractal. So that's okay, right? What do? We're going to move this fractal over here. We're going to move it over there and move it over there. But up until this point, it's worked out very well. Now, what was the other scenario we talked about? We kept saying, like, guys, there's always a chance Bitcoin could still come back and test 25K. That's certainly not out of the reasons. And we said, okay, we could certainly come out and take out these lows. Now, here's the big test. And here where like things are going to start getting real, right? Because we know that volatility is about to come in this market. Volatility has been super low for the last 3 months. Record lows on total market cap volatility. So now we've come and take out these lows. Now here's the test. Here is the real freaking test. Can we get able to come back up and reclaim back into the range? That's the big question. Very similar to what we did over here where we broke to the upside out of the range, right? We broke to the upside, we came back in, and then we got sent back to the shadow row, right?
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
Right? Now the question is, now that we're coming back down here, we still could come a little bit lower, honestly, because we didn't really tap these highs yet. Like, we didn't tap this high, and we didn't tap this high yet, all right? Because to be honest, man, I'm going to be honest. The Bears need to step it up. Like, this is a pussy dump. Give me some more dumpage, man. Like, this is pussy. There is literally no volume from the Bears. Listen, there's been no volume from the Bulls. Where the hell are the Bears? This is the best you got? 25,700? Come on, man. I want to buy at 20K. Where are the bears at? Give me some friggin' volume, you stupid bears. Short, you pussies. Where you at? No, but it honestly still could come a little bit lower, but here's the real test, all right? Kind of like how we did up here where, we had the highs, we deviated the highs, we came back down. Now we're going to say, okay, we have these lows. Are we going to be able to, right, whether we bottom out here or we do come back down and maybe test this 200-day EMA, we're just at 25,200 still. I would not be shocked if we still tested that. But we'll be able to deviate that low and come back into the range again, all right? Because it's interesting here because a lot of the times we've kind of seen this structure in the past where we get two lows, we dump below the low, and then we reclaim, right? It's basically just a deviation. So that's what I want to see on the short-term time frames tonight, and that's what we're going to watch on the stream today. Where the hell will Bitcoin close? Let's get back above 25,800 after we took out all the leverage that was on the long side. It's literally all gone. Like, it's gonzo. It is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. There ain't no leverage on long side anymore, unless you just put in a long down here at 25,400, which I did. I am in a long. About freaking time I can get in a Bitcoin trade. I didn't catch this short, but some of you guys did. Shout out to you guys who caught the short. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And the other thing that we could sort of look at here and might be playing out, right? And because I know there's a lot of fear in the market and all this stuff. And as we know, nothing really goes down in a straight line. Sometimes it does. Yeah, definitely sometimes it does. But we are at like right here to like 25.2, right? Is sort of those daily highs. And if you look, the only pattern that I like, okay? The only damn pattern that I like is suddenly showing up. And I always like to wait for 3 touches. 3 damn touches on both sides, all right? I don't like to call out these patterns before I see 3 damn touches, all right? And we now have these 3 touches on the falling wedge, which is 3 touches on the top side, okay? You can see 1, 2, 3. And now we've gotten 3 touches on the bottom side, which is 1, 2, 3. So let's see what happens, right? This is the zone where I was looking for a long if we were going to go down here. And now we wait. And now we see, okay, if Bitcoin can reclaim back above here, we're just right back where we were yesterday. You know what I mean? If not, well, that's where it gets a little bit dirty. And that's where we have to start thinking about shit for Bitcoin in here. But yeah, I think that's where we're at for Bitcoin right now. It seems a little bit worse because altcoins dumped, and you guys know why altcoins dumped. You guys know exactly why altcoins dumped. Shout out to. Hold on, let me scroll up here real quick. Shout out to Hamilton for the gifted membership. Shout out to Hamilton, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, and thanks for just being you every day, Hamilton. You're the absolute stud. You're the stud muffin. All right, you're the stud damn muffin. Let's see. All right, so that's kind of BTC at the moment. But you guys know why altcoins got shattered, right? Why did altcoins get shattered? Well, one thing, I thought this was funny, guys. If you guys didn't see this, this is one of the things that one of the guys at Binance said. I thought this was freaking hilarious. He said, as Binance CCO bluntly admitted to another Binance compliance officer in December 2018, we are operating an effing... I should probably bring up a guy in here. We are operating as an effing unlicensed security exchange in the USA, bro. All right? An unlicensed security exchange in the USA. An effing unlicensed. I love how they added the effing in there. They literally added the F word in the damn thing. That's hilarious. I find that absolutely hilarious in here. But yeah, so yeah, absolutely shattered. And yeah, I mean, we'll take a look at them. I know they look bad, but they're kind of just back at support, right? So they got shattered, right? If Bitcoin gets a little bit of a bounce, they're gonna bounce back, right? And we'll take a look at the altcoin charts in a little bit, but. That's about where we're at with that. And a few of the altcoins, right? We had BNB, Sol, ADA, Matic, File, Atom, Sand, Mana, Algo, Axie, and Cody were included in the Binance lawsuit. So that's kind of what we got going on the Binance verse. And you guys probably have heard a million people talk about that already. So I ain't going to waste your time and talk about the Binance lawsuits. All right. It is what it is. We can't change it. It is what it freaking is. Right. But what I'm not going to do, okay, what I'm not going to do is sit here and blame the Binance lawsuit on why we dumped. I will not do that because I think that's kind of a cop-out. All right. That's kind of a cop-out. I think we got to look back and say, why did we come down here? Okay, was it the Binance lawsuit or was that a reason why we came down here, right? Not the ultimate factor of that's where we should have gone, right? It's all about learning at the end of the day. So I think, and looking back at it, right, I think it made sense to take out these lows, right? So if we are going to continue up from here, which I know that's like the opposite of what everyone thinks right now, there's no way we can even get up to the top of this wedge. Right? There's no way, man. It's the market's beaten up right now. I'll say this, okay? It made sense to take out this low, right? 1, 2 lows. You take out the lows. You take out the longs that were in there. Boom! All right? Now we can do what we want to do. Like I said, if Bitcoin gets back above this level, dude, you're just in the same spot you were before. Like, we didn't go anywhere. That's the funny thing about this drop. It's like, okay, here we are, even front ran the 25,200 level. If we don't go lower, you still could, right? And this is actually like where I actually thought we were going to bounce from, was 25.2, but we actually front ran it a little bit, which is cool. I'll take it. But I don't want to blame it on the SEC and all this shit. I think that's sort of the cop-out answer, and that's you say this was this. At the end of the day, this was a scenario we were talking about, right? And this doesn't really change the overall analysis that I talked about just the day before. Like, this doesn't change shit. At the end of the day, Bitcoin's down 4% on the day, but it's still above. What are we ever talking about, guys, right? As long as Bitcoin holds above our levels here, which is the weekly highs above 25,200 on a weekly close, it's all good, right? It's all good. And I know we like to troll. A lot of you guys trolling me today. It's okay. You guys can troll me, man. Even though I will say every now and then some nice words is nice too. I will say that. And some of you guys say nice things all the time, and I appreciate that, man. It is what it is. But you guys want to troll me for this. It's still valid as long as we stay above, right? We can honestly even go lower in here, right? As long as we kind of stay above this range in here, right in here, this overall thing is still valid in here, right? And, it is what it is, right? Right now, obviously, there's peak fear. And I want to show you guys the times where we had major fun on the market, right? And I know it always feels horrible right now. Like, it feels so bad. It feels so bad. Binance about to go down. CZ, the homie CZ, about to get sent back to the shadow realm, probably in jail. He's probably about to get effed in the ass by Do Kwon. Do Kwon's about to go ham on CZ in jail. You know what I mean? SBF's probably going to be in there for some reason. He's probably just going to be like, hey guys, can I come in? But I know it seems bad right now, but I will say, just like up here, right? As long as we kind of hold these previous highs, just like this, up in here, right? Where we get above, we back test. It's all good. If we start breaking below these levels, then I think we got some more shit to worry about at the current time, right? So I'll say that. And, at the end of the day, it's early in the week, right? It's Monday. What we need to do this week, right? And I will say, I don't want to close below the 200 week. I definitely don't want to do that. That right now is at 26,420. I definitely don't want to close below the 200 week. That's at 26.4. We're about $700 below that at the current moment. I would prefer to close above that. That's for sure. That's one of the things that's got me a little like, right? But obviously, I wait for closes. I don't wait I wait for closes. If it turns into a wick, cool. If it doesn't, well, then we got shit to talk about. Bull market support band, we're sitting right on top of that right now, and the 50 moving averages were still above. So, we're flirting. We're definitely flirting with a lot of key moving averages in here. We are flirting, and it's not the fun flirt. It's like the flirt where you don't want to flirt, but it's still there, But yeah, it's kind of where we're at for the corn at the moment, man, So we can watch the short-term time frames. I think, okay, I forgot. My whole point, I want to show you guys when there was the most fun in the market, at least on the uptrend, right? And this is why I always like to say, okay, listen, if you were going to be bearish, time was up here. I think now, right? And kind of like we've been saying for like the last month. I know we got a drop today, all right? But kind of like we've been saying for the last month. These big capitulation events, right? And it might not be over. I always like to say, like, let's wait for like a weekly close that can be confirmed it's over. But these big capitulation events, right? Like we saw on the FTX crash, right? Where there was major fear in the market, huge fear, right? That obviously no one projected that the FTX crash would have marked the low. And it marked a low in here. And then we had the USDC depeg and the banking crisis, right? It was the FUD was basically the USDC depeg though, right? That day also marked the low, all right? Now we are at this 25K level, which is a very, very key level. And you're seeing a lot of fear, a lot of freaking fear, right? In the market right now. You can see it in the chat. I don't even have to look at the chat. I am looking at the chat. I see you guys in there. A lot of you guys are the homies, man. You guys are the freaking homies, bro. I gotta say. But, yeah, here we are, right? A lot of fear in the market, okay? Everyone's going nuts. Right? Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Right when you break the two previous lows. Okay? And that's kind of where we're at right now. And it's kind of funny because we're still, throughout all that FUD and all that's like dippage today. I mean, as it stands right now, this could change tomorrow. But if we continue to just hold this level here, bro, at the end of the day, this was a pussy ass drop. Like, this was for pussies, man. This was a pussy ass drop. We'll see if it continues. But, if it stays like this, and tomorrow we ended up just bouncing back up, this is a pussy ass drop, man. What I mean? Who we got here? I bought 8 for the first time ever just now, boss. You bought ape? Nice, Waterfly. Why ape? I'm generally curious, man. Why ape? You must like the bored apes. I'm not too into NFTs, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not a very artistic person, so I don't get pumped over the NFTs. I do want one just for I want to buy one just to have as my profile picture. But at the end of the day, it's like, do I really want to be spending ETH on a freaking some bored ape or some shit like that? Not really, man. I'm more bullish on ETH than I am the profile picture at the end of the day. Let's see. That shit is weak, said John. John, we want more dip, man. Listen, at the end of the day, like I was saying in here, I just want to break the range. If we're going to dump, let's do it. But if this is it, oh my God, man, this was a dump for ants. A dump for ants. Damn, a dump for ants, at least for Bitcoin, right? And Ethereum even dumped even less. But we'll talk about Ethereum in a little bit. Ethereum actually held up better than Bitcoin today. Another day of Ethereum holding up better than Bitcoin. Just copy and paste the pic. True. Some people probably do that, man. Because who actually checks? Like when someone has a profile picture, like a bored ape or some shit, and they put it as their profile pic. Do you think anyone actually checks to see if that's theirs? Probably no one does. There's probably so many people out there who just copied someone's bored ape profile pic and put it on. That's a huge scumbag move, though. I would never do that. That is literally the biggest scumbag move. Let's see. Let's see. Anyways, that's kind of where we're at, guys. Sentiment right now, we'll see if we get fear and greed. We get fear. I want to see fear on this. You might not get it today just because the dump kind of happens in the early afternoon, and sometimes this All right, so let's watch Bitcoin. We're at 25,793. Like we said, we want to get back above these lows. I actually want to put a box because it's more of two lows. It's this low and this low. But if we can reclaim this, right, at the end of the day, if we can reclaim this, right, and we just act as this is a big range in here, right, big range. We had the range highs. We got above. We went back in. We came to the range low, right? We got the range lows. If we get back in, right, the play, and this is short-term stuff, right? We'd be looking for the range high again, right? Where I think that range high is actually going to come in, right? And this is obviously if we reclaim, right? Keyword, guys, if. If we get back above here, right? Very, very keyword. If we just get rejected here, that's ugly. That is ugly, and we're probably going to see one more swipe to the low. But I think that would actually put you right back at the top. Yeah, that might put you right back at the top, man. Right back at the top, somewhere in here at like 27,500. You know, depending on if we do it or not. Like, depending on how many days this takes, you might get you back up to the top, which is interesting. But yeah, man. Let's see. Get ready for a double top 30K. Man, that would be brutal, bro. A double top 30K. That would be brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. Art say, I thought Gensler banned your show for a minute. I wouldn't be surprised, Art. Like, that's probably what's coming next. We're banning all crypto content from YouTube. It's like, okay, it's okay, man. I just sit here and talk charts. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it is what it freaking is. Let's see. Dale, my favorite whale here. I haven't seen Dale in a while, Waterfly. I'm hoping to see. I want to see what Dale says today. Is Dale going to say...
Nothing has changed.
And...
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
You know, crypto is a security, says Gary Chi. It's a freaking security. You know, the good thing is ETH was not mentioned in there. Bitcoin was not mentioned in there. Litecoin was not mentioned in there. Doge was not mentioned in there. But everything else pretty much was in the top. I did BNB, ADA, Sol, Matic. I think was AVAX in there too? I don't know. Anyways, that's my thought process for Bitcoin. If we get back above here, right, at the end of the day, I'm still looking at this, okay? I'm still going to trust this, right? Even if we did get a move down to 25K, which I know you guys like to troll me, but we were saying that was a possibility. You guys love to troll. You guys got to remember, though, the things that I look at a lot of the times are on the big time frames, right? They're not on the 4-hour time frames, right? This is a big time frame move, right? And in this, staying above the highs would still make this valid, right? So staying above the highs would still make this valid. If we start breaking below here, okay, it's time to write this off and this ain't valid. But up until this point, this is actually exactly where we should be in theory. You know what I mean? So take it easy. Take a chill pill, and we'll see if we break through here. Ethereum, look at Ethereum, man. Ethereum is a freaking rock, bro. It is a rock sent from the heavens. Literally sent from the heavens. The pump song is a security, not according to the Bank of Canada.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, Bank of Canada guy. I appreciate you, brother. Ethereum, holding up pretty good in here. Still above the bull market support band. Still above the 50 moving averages. Actually, just tapped the 50 EMA for the for the first time in this drop. Just tapped the 50 EMA. I'm not really stressing right now, man. Like, this is a dump for ants, you know? At least yet, right? Maybe it changes and maybe it gets bigger, but at the current moment, this is a dump for ants. You know, once again, we're above kind of everything I need to see, right? And it's kind of the same thing for ETH. If ETH starts breaking below, I guess it's a little bit more confusing for ETH because it's not any clean levels. It's kind of like right here, man. As long as ETH is above here, which funny enough, like it's kind of back testing those previous highs, like this high and this high. You back tested a few times. As long as ETH kind of stays above here, stays above the bull market support band, stays above the 50 EMAs, you kind of just haven't really gone anywhere, right? It's a cool dump. You flushed out a lot of the longs, right? Now we want to see, okay, can we hold the strength to get that move up higher, right? And if we go over to the daily and look at this bad boy, look at ETH, man. All you really did was backtest support. You know, maybe you'd go lower, maybe. But at the end of the day, where did ETH come back down to, right? You basically just came back down to support that you bounced off of a few times, right? 1, 2, 3. You haven't really gone anywhere, man, right? So that's the level I'm watching for Ethereum in here. Like, this is the level I'm watching right here. Once again, if we break lower and then we can't reclaim, we do this, that's when we get super bearish on Ethereum. But, you know, at the end of the day, you haven't really gone anywhere just yet. And it's not really a clean... Is XRP... this is not XRP. It's not as clean on ETH, man. I wish I had like a clean little wedge or something in here, but it's not as clean, man. You know? So that's kind of what we got of Ethereum. Not really much. AKA, not much. ETH was like Neo. Well, you know what the problem is now? A lot of these L1 money is going to go back into Ethereum. You know what I mean? It always comes full circle, man. It always comes full circle, right? All the ETH killers, the money goes right back into ETH. It always comes full circle, right? We'll see if that actually happens. Anyways, Bitcoin. Oh, look at this. It's back. It's back almost in the range. It's back almost in the range. We'll see if it lasts. Like I said, I got a long runner from 25,400 right here. So we'll see if how where we can get that to. But just playing the range, man. I mean, once again, it's like here's max FUD. You can't get more FUDdy than Binance getting sued by the SEC. Usually those big things do mark major lows, right? Usually they do. So once again, you know, everyone's begging for 25K. Here's 25.4, you know? And then when we come down here, it's like everything's scary, you know?
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
But we'll see. We'll see. We got to get back above this white box first to see if we have anything. But that's where we're at for the Bitcoin. Vikings. The Wyckoff is still valid. Up until now. Now this could change. But we are still valid. Oh, freaking shut it. Shut it. All right? The macro is horrible. Economy's going down. The stock market is going down. I've been saying that for weeks, but it's going to go down now. All right? I've been shorting it like crazy, but now it's going to go down. Now. Oh, shit. Look, there's even a purge going on outside. There's a purge going on. Now you got the SEC banning Binance. Things are horrible right now. Shut the hell up with your Wyckoff, you stupid Viking. Oh, man. You know what it does? I troll myself. I troll my freaking self, man. You know? But you gotta be able to troll yourself at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to troll yourself. Anyways, so that's Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's pretty straightforward right now. We're back to key support, man. Like, this is key support. Very, very key support. And then we had, you know, and once again, kind of like we marked out, you know, the biggest points where there's the biggest things going on, right? FTX, banking crisis. Now we got Binance, right? Will it play out the same? That's what we'll find out. But that's kind of where we are at. Exactly at support. Exactly where we should be at the current moment. And like I said, now we kind of let it see it play out. And this is when, you know, once again, if you were going to go short, it probably should have been from up here. This is the time where, you know, you're back to like the 200 week, you're back to the 50 week. This is where I'm looking for longs. So that's why I took a long from right here, right? So Now we see. Now we wait. Key support, Anderson. Key support. You know what it is. Jordan, when does ETH BTC breaking out, bro? Let's see. Waterfly said, like the show. You think, boss, this is for free? That's what I'm talking about, Waterfly. Shout out to Waterfly. Let's go, man. Let's go. I saw Waterfly got some limit orders today. That's pretty dope, man. You get some at like 25.5. That's really nice, man. That is really nice. I bought some BTC when we got this initial move down, like right in this zone. I don't remember if it was this one or this one, but I know it was down in this range. I scooped up some BT sizzle my nizzle. All right. So that's what we got. ETH BTC. Someone's asked about ETH BTC. Who asked for ETH BTC? Oh, Dylan. ETH BTC. Well, we got a little breakout today, but it's not the most convincing breakout, to be honest. I wouldn't be jerking off to this, you know. I would not be jerking off to the breakout on ETH BTC just yet, you know. As much as you might want to. Man, I'm about done with meme coins. I'm going all in on ETH. Look at the breakout. Look at the freaking breakout on ETH BTC. It's so nice. I might jerk off to this. Right? Don't be the hell? Don't be going all in on Bob, right? Like that. But you know, we are, you know, I guess it was one of these resistance points. It was 1, 2, 3 resistance. We are poking our little head over that. Okay, we're poking our little head. But it's not like this like breakout where it's like, oh my God, look at this. It's not the most convincing thing yet. So what I would wait for on this to be convinced that ETH will outpace BTC, which I mean, it has since March, right? But like a continued breakout. Let's get a weekly close about this, right? So let's see where we're at on Sunday, right? If we're above here on Sunday, I think ETH BTC is looking very, very nice. But I don't want to be jumping to conclusions just yet and being like, oh my God, the breakout, right? Because you guys know me in breakouts. Like, it's like breakouts. I don't like breakouts, man. I prefer to get bullish at the low, not when you break out. Because a lot of times you break out and you just dump, you know? So, you know, we're kind of sitting right there. We'll see if this continues up. But it's at the point, right, where we've talked about from low to high. You're at the retracement level. Okay, you've gotten the double bottom, right? Now you're waiting to get the follow through on ETH BT sizzle for all the ETH fans out there. How many of you guys own ETH? Let me know in the chat. How many of you guys own ETH? It could be $1 of ETH. How many of you guys own any ETH? Some of you guys might say, I just own ETH for the gas fees. That's cool, man. That's still owning ETH. You know? The turtle head is poking out. Facts. The turtle head is poking out for sure. Let's see. F ETH that piece of shit Ponzi. 50% ETH profile. Just like me, John. Just like me, my man. Just like me. I do. Vitalik's wiener threatened me when I tried to sell it. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Most, like I said, most of my portfolio is Bitcoin and ETH. I do hold altcoins, but it's a small it's a small percentage. And stocks, Bitcoin and ETH, and then you know, some altcoins too. I'm gonna drink more Bud Light. Let's go, Dylan. Drink more Bud Light, man. We all need to drink some Bud Light today. Shit. So a lot of you guys own ETH. David owns ETH. Lucan owns ETH. Dylan owns ETH. Whimsy said just got a little bit ETH for gas boss. Yeah, that's usually most peeps. Like, usually the people, if they're bearish on ETH, they still have some just for gas fees. What matters, the guy? I thought we were in a bull market. Well, I think this is, like I said, it's the beginning stages of a bull market where it's going to be choppy. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be like this parabolic rise. But technically speaking, right, you know, a bull market is when you hit the low, technically, right? So, like, this technically here, and I know it's crypto, so we're expecting, like, massive gains, but, like, this was a 100% move. Like, in any other market, that's a bull market. You know what I mean? So, like, technically speaking, from the low, it's a bull market, technically, right? If we want to be technical about it. And then from a high is a bear market, right? So this is technically, it's part of the bear market. right? I mean, even if Bitcoin does something like this over the course of time and then it freaking just goes like this, and it's still technically, right? That's the low, you know? Technically speaking, right? But yeah, that's the general thoughts on the corn at the moment. I'm still fine, you know, it is what it is. Short term, I like the short term play here though. I do, because I'm seeing like posts about like not Luna, Tether FUD. I'm seeing Tether FUD again now. People are saying, if you think this Binance crash is back, just wait till the Tether crash. When I start seeing the Tether calls, it's like, dude, like we're really going that low. You really want to get crypto down that much so you can buy low when you already had a chance earlier this year. You really want to get it down that low by using Tether FUD. It's like, come on, man. Come on. You got to come up with something better than that at this point. You know? Like, shit, man. Tether Light stole my... Oh, my Lord. Bath, don't get me saying these things, man. Come on. FUD Light. Yeah, it's basically FUD Light. We want some IPA. We want some IPA FUD, man. You know? I said, dude, if we're going to get this market down, give me a nice drop so I can scoop up something nice, man. You're just going to put it to 25.4? That didn't even get me to my next limit order, man. I had a limit order here at like 26K. Boom, we hit that already. And I was like, okay, nice. Looks like we might come down and tap that 200-day EMA today. And we just go right to it. Right above. And then we get a little bit of a bounce. But it's okay. We're in a little bit of a long here. Hoping that we can reclaim back into the range in the short term, you know? Anyways, what else have we been talking about? Let's look at, I know there's a little bit of fear in stock markets right now. Stock markets, have they hit a top? Zach, what are you doing? She got up from the couch and she's like crawling like Bob. Like her freaking foot was dead. She got up from the couch and she's like, ah, my freaking leg. This is what happens when you get old. This is what happens when you get old. Oh my, a freaking Charlie horse. I've only been sitting for 5 minutes. What the hell? The freaking Charlie horse, man. Oh, Christ. Crypto's going down. I got a Charlie horse. My wife's coming home soon. Oh my God, man. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Hey, honey, I'm home. Come give me a kiss. You know what I mean? It's like, dude. All right, let's go. Stock markets, right? Let's go take a look at stock markets, because that's kind of a fear right now, too. It's like, okay, stock markets have been gone up. Bitcoin hasn't. What if stock markets start falling? I kind of get that, right? I get it. I get it, right? And the reason why I get it, and I think we should be a little bit cautious, right? A little bit cautious about the stock market. Is just because you're at the golden pocket for the NASDAQ, right? You're at the golden pocket for the NASDAQ. Okay, this is usually when, right, retail really starts getting bullish is right in here. Like, this is, usually it's like, I don't believe in the rally. I don't believe. And then as soon as it gets up here, that's when everyone wants to pile into the market, right? When they had plenty of chances down here, right? This is usually when it is. When, honestly, a few weeks ago was the time, right? And that's when everyone was still bearish. Same thing on the S&P. S&P tapped the 618 today, right? I get being cautious here. These are at kind of a key level where I would just, I would just be cautious, right? And this is an area, it doesn't mean you're going to stall out here. I mean, the NASDAQ kept ripping through here. So what I mean by this is just be cautious, right? And this goes for Bitcoin. This goes for stocks. Buy on pullbacks, all right? And the reason why I'm talking about the stock market is, one, I like the stock market. I'm a part of the stock market now, man. No, I always liked stocks. I just thought in 2021 they were overvalued, which they were. And now I think a lot of them are undervalued. So that's why I've been looking into many different companies. But besides the point, dude, these are at key levels where, you could see a little bit of a pullback. And if they see a pullback Well, Bitcoin, could struggle in here, right? So obviously have that in the back of your mind. I like my Bytecoin, like I'm taking a bite of a cookie. I like my Bitcoin analysis. I believe in my Bitcoin analysis. But I also know if the stock market wants to poop, Bitcoin's going to poop too. It's going to take a massive poop, a massive shit right on my chest, right? It's going to be spitting all over my chest. Where's my guy? MM? What's going on, guys? It's MM Crypto. Today, guys, I have a massive long over on Bitcoin, but I want to let you guys know. Right now, there is a massive spitting on the bull's chest. The bears are going wild out here over on the beach. Yes, there are bears on the beach. And yes, I almost just got clawed from one. But that doesn't matter. They are spitting on my chest, but I am in a massive long position. So join me over here on Bybit if you wish to do so. But anyways, guys, smack up that like button to a new all-time high. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Thank you. But yeah, so just be careful here. That's all I'll say. And then the dollar, Teju said I have a massive long. Nice, man. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here, Teju? I'm lost. What is long? To be honest, I have no idea what that means. You know what I mean? Me and Clint, we have no idea what long means. Anyways, the dollar. What do we got? So the dollar's at resistance too, right? So it's one of those weird little things. It's like, all right, the dollar can't break through here. It's kind of struggling. Will it break through? It's a weird scenario because we have the dollar at retracement levels, right? So we have the dollar getting rejected off resistance at the 702 retracement at this golden pocket in here, just like the stock market. So which one will give? Are we going to see the dollar push through here? Or are we going to see the dollar dump? Key area right here, man. And you can tell in the charts, on stock market charts, Bitcoin charts, very key area in here for the dollar. So we'll watch this. It's hard to say. This price action though doesn't look great. It's not the best price action in the world in here. They keep wicking it up, but they can't break the resistance. That doesn't mean like tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow it might pump for some news. I don't know. But the price action here I don't really like. So we'll watch that on the dollar, but the dollar is at resistance, just kind of consolidating in there. We'll see on that one, right? Let's see. I'm a big boy. We're all big boys. We're all big boys. Unfortunately, we weren't all born with the gorilla, the gorilla schlong. We weren't all Vitalik. You know what I mean? We weren't all built with big brains, and big schlongs. You know what I'm saying? We just weren't. You know what I mean? And then some of us were born like freaking, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. So that's what we got on the dollar. Let's see. Felix said CPI and him in emails on the 13th. Yeah, man, I'm pumped for next week. I am. But I'm pumped for right now. XRP. Man, we got a little pullback in here. This is exactly why I didn't want to buy XRP in here, right? Boom. We ain't buying it in here. This is not when we're buying XRP. So we got a little bit of a pullback on XRP. Now, what are we doing here, right? XRP wicked down, but it got bought back up. About half that dump got bought back up. And once again, I mean, this was kind of a pussy dump. Especially for certain things. For Bitcoin, it was kind of a pussy dump, right? So far, like I said, it certainly could continue on the new daily that opens in 13 minutes. Don't get me wrong. XRP, though, gets bought back up very, very nicely in here, right? Kind of took out all the leverage that was in here. Stopped me out of my long. That's okay. And now we kind of reassess. But yeah, just an interesting pullback in here, and not fully convinced that that it's that bearish, after getting bought up like this. But once again, let's give it a few days. But we're right at resistance. XRP kind of just keeps knocking on the door in there. How many times is it going to take? I don't know. Jordan, you're an idiot. XRP's going to break out tomorrow. Don't you know? The Hinman emails are coming. The SEC lawsuit is going to be settled tomorrow. All right? Don't you know? Don't you know anything about XRP? I've been in XRP for 5 years. It's gonna pump. Now, I agree with Bug Eye. But you guys know I did make a video why I'm bullish on Ethereum. Not from right here. I've been bullish on Ethereum since down here, right? So don't come at me and say, oh, Jerome I was bullish. I'm bullish from a smart level, not from necessarily right here. But I do think XRP is going to go higher in here. It's only a matter of time, right? And if what I think with Bitcoin's correct, which still up for debate, then that's another reason why I think XRP is going to go higher, right? So XRP still kind of just chilling in there, bro. Let's freaking go. But as always, you know, if it wants to come back down to my level I want to buy at, which is this trend line, right? If it wants to come back down here at any point, I will buy what I wanted to buy originally when it left me in the dust right here. So if it wants to come back down here, this is when I want it. If it doesn't, I ain't interested, man. I will wait for a pullback. If it doesn't pull back, I don't want anything to do with this shit. Just kidding. I got a small little bag. But like, by what I mean, I don't want anything to do with this shit is I don't want to buy any more up here. It's just the risk reward, you know? So that is the XR Pizzle. My nizzle. Chad's buying up there, though. You're not buying up there, bro? What are you, an idiot? Like, that's where Chads buy. We FOMO at the highs and we make money. All right? You're clearly not a Chad. You're a Wojak. Or a Pepe. Oh, man. I gotta start watching those videos again. I like those Wojak and Chad videos. Those ones are good. Like, Wojak just gets sent back to the Shadow Realm in every single video. Those are the best. Let's see. Let's see. Your mom said keep dreaming, bro. Hey, I will dream. I will be a dreamer. A dreamer will be a dreamer, man. A dreamer will be a dreamer. Delio said, to be honest, it was pretty weak dump for a catastrophic event against Binance and other cryptos being a call to security. I agree. I think it was pretty lackluster, to be honest. I'm not going to just sit out here and say it's over just yet. Let's see some price action here, and let's get back over these lows. Right? We get back in the range. It's like nothing happened at the end of the day. So I'm not going to say it just yet, but so far, pretty lackluster. But as we all know, a new daily can open and this can just continue to plummet. So let's kind of just wait it out. But if this ends up being it, that was the worst attempt by the bears to push that price lower. That was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic if this was it. But we don't know. We don't know just yet. Right? So we'll see. Yo, Draco. At least stream for another 40, gang. I'm not going anywhere, man. I ain't going anywhere today. We got a lot to talk about today, man. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. Yeah, so that's Bitcoin. That's Ethereum. That is the S&P. That's the DXY. That's XRP. You know, other than that, I think we can... I want to look at the fear and greed, man. I want to see where that ends up today. Damn it. I want to see where that ends up today. Other than that, I can kind of sit in the chat and talk to you guys for a little bit. And just kind of hang out and wait to see if Bitcoin can get any price action in here. As we did have a little price action today, which was nice. Let's zoom in a little bit. What we want to see is a break back above this box. And we are getting a little bit of a rejection off that box as of right now. So that's what we kind of want to see. It's probably better like this. Yeah, it's better on the 4 hour. You can see more shit, you know? Let's see. John said, eating a chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream. Dude, that sounds phenomenal right now, dude. A chocolate peanut butter ice cream? I haven't had ice cream in a little bit. Maybe I need a Ben & Jerry's tonight. I need a Ben & Jerry's, you know? Probably I need the chocolate. You guys know the chocolate core Ben & Jerry's? I think we talked about this before, but the chocolate cookie core, where it's like, it's the fudge core in the Ben & Jerry's. So it's like brownie pieces, cookie pieces. I think there might even be Reese's in there too. And then it's the chocolate brownie core just right down the middle. And you just scoop that shit and you're just in heaven sitting there like Pepe, looking out the window into the garden and just loving the ice cream. That sounds phenomenal, bro. Man. Let's see. Tesla's an interesting price. Yeah, I mean, like we can look at that real quick. Tesla, dude, a lot of high cap stocks are interesting prices. Like Tesla's right at resistance in here, right at resistance there on Tesla. Apple broke all-time highs today, but sort of got rejected. Right? Apple all-time highs today. So funny, man. This year is gonna be so bearish. Look at Apple. Look at Apple from January 1st. It was literally on January 1st that the pump started. Literally just went, in 6 months, went from the low to all-time highs. That's funny, man. But yeah, so Apple broke all-time highs, but it got a little bit of rejection. But that's at resistance, dude. You got a lot of shit everywhere. Like what's the other one? Microsoft. It's coming up to all-time highs, almost there, right? Microsoft almost at all-time highs. But yeah, you got pretty much everything across the board is at major resistance levels. Google's at this previous low. So it'll be interesting to see what the stock market does, man. It definitely will. But a lot of the big stocks are pretty close to breaking all-time highs, which is crazy. Let's see. Better than buying Bencoin? Bencoin, man. Bencoin went to the moon. Do you guys see Gensler pump today? You guys see the meme coin Gens? I'm not saying go buy this, but I thought it was pretty funny, man. As soon as Gensler got freaking came out with this tweet, this thing pumped like 3x. It was pretty funny. It's always these meme coins, man. They're always pumping like freaking crazy, just from like random dates. Like basically Harry Potter will come out with a new video or a new movie, and then Harry Potter Inu will pump, and it's like, I could have just bought Harry Potter Inu. It's so funny, man. Harry Potter freaking Inu. That's how it is with those meme coins, man. You just wait for the news and just buy something that has something to do with it. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. Let's see. Ice cream here in Jamaica better than Ben and Jerry's? You serious, man? Ben and Jerry's ice cream, I think, might be sort of interesting. Thomas said, suckers rally before a market crash. I mean, can you call a move to all-time highs a suckers rally? Not really, man. Like, that's not a suckers rally. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it is what it is. The people buying at all-time highs are the sucker, right? But, is it a suckers rally? No. You know what I mean? Like, yes, is there a sucker in there buying the high? Yes. But that's not what a sucker's rally is. You know what I mean? Let's see. Proper gelato destroys Ben and Jerry's. I've had a few gelatos. I haven't had like a gelato that gets me pumped though. One that I sit down and I'm like, you know what? I want to eat gelato over ice cream forever. I haven't seen that just yet, to be honest. You know what I mean? Let's see. Whimsy said all-time highs. Oh, I was talking stocks. Like Microsoft literally just retraced the whole move. Apple retraced the whole move. You know? Liquidity grab before more dump. Let's do a poll. Real quick. What comes first for BTC? Let's do 23K. Now let's do 24K. 24K or 27K. Now, actually, let's do 28. Let's do 28. Yeah, 28K. That makes it a little bit more even, I think. 24K or 28K. Let me know in the chat after the Binance shit that went down today. I want to know. Anderson says 0. Let's go, man. 0. We go into 0. Literally 0. Anyways, as far as some altcoins, right? So let's take a look at a few of the things we were looking at. So, Ethereum Classic down 6% on the day, right? Now it actually is dropping a little bit lower. But if you know, still, what we want to do is we want to hold where we generally are, right? So, you know, if alts continue to bleed out, I think we can say this is pretty much trashed. But, you know, if this continues to just go sideways in here, like you can see right in this zone, if we just continue to go sideways in here for alts where one day, you know, may have 3 days green, 3 days red, 3 days green, 3 days red, right? If we just go sideways in here, I think we can still look at this. But in the meantime, you know, we got to kind of see what the next few days look like, right? If this continues to dump, well, I think it's time to look at some other stuff, right? So we'll see, right? We're at a very interesting level, I think, for many different things. So we'll continue to look at where we end up with, you know, not just Ethereum Classic, but just using this as a guide and as accumulation that's happened in the past, right? So we will keep looking at that. Doge was the other one we're kind of looking at, down 8% on Doge. Damn, man. Doge got sent to the shadow realm, man. Why is this all jacked up? Doge got sent to the shadow realm. Man. Holy guacamole. Doge, man. Elon's supposed to be holding up Doge. What the hell? Doge in here. What are we kind of looking at? We're looking at Doge to be in here. Doge is kind of deviating a little bit, but what I'll say is, like, once again, if you know, depending on what Bitcoin does, if Bitcoin rolls over and goes lower, probably can throw this in the trash as well, which is cool, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, these are just guides. It's not meant to be exact one-to-one. I know people will be like, oh my God, look at it. It's not meant to be exact, right? So we'll keep looking at the Doges, and we'll see what the Doges have to say over the course of the next couple of days, and we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that one. Let's see. CFX was down 20%. Dude, there was so much shit down big today. Big. At the top of the moves, there was some big losers on the day. That was for damn sure. And a lot of
Everybody
panicking.
panic. We're going to zero.
A lot of panicking today across the board. That is for damn sure. All right, we got the daily open. Let's go, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Open and the daily close. Do we call it the daily close or we don't call it the daily open? I guess you can call it both. I don't know which one you can call it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Elon lost his Doge swag. That is true. Let's see. Nice, Path. That's what I'm talking about, man. DJ said, I asked you yesterday about mana, remember? Today it gets called a security. F the SEC. Facts. That is facts, man. You can't make that shit up. That's how you know we live in a simulation, DJ. I remember you literally asked me yesterday, what about mana? You know? Because of the whole VR shit. Apple drops its VR headset. And what do you know? On the exact day that Apple drops its VR headset, they call Mana, Sand, and Axie securities. You can't make this shit up, man. We live in an absolute simulation. Anyways, we got the crypto fear and greed index. Are we at fear? Oh, we are fearful.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
We are officially fearful. When was the last time we were in fear? The last time we were in fear was back here. Yeah, actually, it was back here on March 11th. The last fearful time we had. Oh, according to this, I think the market's been kind of fearful lately in general, but according to fear and greed, we're in fear. Could go lower. We did go lower this time, right? We actually went to a 33, but we were at a 44. Last time we were in fear, Bitcoin was March 11th, was right here. Doesn't mean this is going to happen. Don't get me wrong. Like, we need to see much more things happen for me to be more confident that we're going to see this. You know what I mean? Like, we need to see some better price action here first. Let's build a little base in here. Let's do something if this is going to be a low. But at the end of the day, we got some fear in the markets, man, which I'm not opposed to. I want people to be shivering their timbers and be really shivering in their little pants and pooping their pants. Because at the end of the day, only the strong survive, right? And the weak get weeded out eventually over the course of, especially this year, where the market just tends to chop overall. But yeah, we got some fear, man. 44 on the fear and greed. We already heard Horse Guy. We already heard him. He's going insane right now. You guys already heard him earlier, man. Like, it's over for Horse Guy. Wait, I am not Horse Guy. What the? I am not Horse Guy. Jordan, change the Horse Guy. Who am I? Who is this guy? Where's my guy, man? Oh, here he is. Oh, I am right here. This is me, Jordan. Sorry, I had a filter on. But yes, I am fearful. I'm not that fearful anymore because I sold all my crypto, so I can't lose anymore. I sold it all today. I had to, and now I feel free. I feel free of these chains that are literally surrounding me daily. So now I am going to invest in stocks. I think I am going to buy the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is a good buy right now, isn't it? Look, the NASDAQ is a perfect buy. Look, it is right in this gold box. That is a perfect buy for the NASDAQ, right? Yes. I will go all in on that. I feel free. I'm a sushi. But, yeah, Horse Guy going on the NASDAQ at the golden pocket and selling his crypto. There you go, man. That's Horse Guy for you. It's actually probably what a lot of people are doing. They're probably selling their crypto and putting it in the stock market at retracement levels. That's probably what's going down right now. It is what it is. But all right, so we got the new day. Bitcoin closed at what did we close at? We closed at 25,739. So the key is for this next day. All right, if we want to see some better things, right? We know what we need to see. We need to see the deviation back into the range. Right? Get back in this range. We can get back in this range. We'll have plenty more things to talk about. But as long as we're below this white box, kind of, I am long, but like as we are close to this white box, right? Just be a little bit hesitant, as this could just retest this low and just roll over, right? Which it already kind of back tested it, and you found a little resistance there. So as long as we're below this white box, just be a little bit hesitant in there. As we actually kind of, like we said, we front ran that 200 EMA and that previous daily high. There's still a chance that we can go and tap that, right? So we can go and tap that ass. We can tap that fat ass right there at that 200 EMA. You know what I'm saying? But until we break back in there, we can't call it a deviation just yet, right? We have to wait to see if it gets back in that damn range, which it obviously has not yet. Let's see. Good old deviation. MAA. Shout out to you, bro. That was the hidden family member, Blockhead. Yeah, it was, dude. The hidden family member. You gotta love that guy. He's a great guy. He talks like, no, that wasn't the hidden family member. That was Horse Guy with a filter on. Don't let Horse Guy fool you. Right? He's trying to act as a bull, but he's a bear. All right. Well, I think that pretty much sums up most of the things I had to talk about today, guys. I think, at the end of the day, we know what we're waiting for. We saw the fear and greed. Do we have any shit coming up tomorrow? We had the PMI come out today. Economic optimism. I don't think this is anything important. So no really major shit going on in the market yet tomorrow. The 7th, nothing really. 8th, we got more unemployment claims. Friday, nothing, right? So there's really not anything important in the markets this week. It's mostly, this was the most important thing this week. And this was actually interesting because this came in lower than expected. And then you saw the CME group expectations, I think, go up. Yeah, so it's still 76% chance that the Fed will pause. At least the market thinks there's a 76% chance the Fed will pause next week. That's coming up next week. next FOMC. And just an inflation update, right? Not saying this is the actual number that we'll get on CPI, but inflation continues, according to Trueflation, to continue to go down. And we got CPI next week, and we got FOMC meeting next week, which I think will both be, at least CPI will be good. FOMC, you guys always know it depends on what Powell says. So that's what we got. Nothing really important this week, to be honest. Nothing really important this week. ETH is a commodity, so just buy it and chill. I agree, John. Bitcoin and ETH maxi for day. The more I'm in this market, the more I become a Bitcoin and ETH maxi. I say it every day. I become more of a Bitcoin and ETH maxi every day I'm in here. And I became more of one today. I became even more of a Bitcoin and ETH maxi today. And stocks. Bitcoin, ETH, and stocks. Right? At the end of the day, I think the longer you're in the space, the more you just become, like I said, I'll buy altcoins. It's a very small proportion of my portfolio when I think they're at like very key levels. But I'm a Bitcoin, ETH, and stock maxi at heart at the end of the day. Let's see the poll. So we got what comes first for Bitcoin. I don't believe this chat. Because I look at the chat and I see what you guys are saying in there. It seems like most of you guys think we're going lower. And then I look at the poll and it says 54%, 28K. Something doesn't add up. I think a lot of you guys rigged this chat to make it seem like people are more bullish than they are. Because I do not believe this poll whatsoever based off of what I'm seeing in the chat today. You guys can't fool me. But apparently 54% thinks we're going to 28K before 24K. So there you are. Apparently, man. Apparently. That's what we're at. Let's see. Kenny said you would just be holding gold soon. Very true. Very true. Your mom said the more XRP maxi I am, the more I learn and see. Hey, man, XRP, I think XRP will do well. I am in Team XRP now, man. I'm Team XRP, your mom. And I call your mom man because I know your mom's a man behind that frickin' your mom name. You know? Let's see. She's snorting the Ripple already. Seriously, man. Let's see. Whimsy said, you're just not reading the chat enough? Lots of bulls here? Yeah. On my way to accumulation 10 ETH. Nice. Toxic Lemon said, you are playing pump songs for 1%. What? Have you heard a pump song? I haven't played a pump song this whole stream. I haven't played a pump song in months. I will not play the pump song until Bitcoin breaks out of this, at least breaks this trend in here. We get back up here, let's go, right? We're off to the races. But to me, at this point, I'm not going to be fully convinced until, unless Bitcoin breaks this, right, and starts coming up here. I'm not going to be fully convinced that we're just going to the moon exactly at this moment, right? Let's see. Bull's dead and gone with Justin Timberlake. Hey, Justin Timberlake had some good songs, man. Don't hate on Justin Timberlake's songs. He had some really, really good songs. This chat is full of crypto fallout survivors. It's so true, man. Crypto has gone through a lot of shit in the last 2 years, man. I would say the last year, dude. Crypto has been through a lot of shit. A lot of freaking shit. This space has been absolutely just battered down. But I will say this, dude. If you can withstand in this current state, like in the past year, I'm not saying necessarily just right now, but if you can withstand this current state, you can withstand anything in life. I will say that. That is definitely for true. If you can withstand crypto during a bear market, you will be battle tested for the rest of your life. I will definitely tell you that. Jordan had an NSYNC album. Leave him alone. Of course I did, man. Who didn't have an NSYNC album? Ba ba ba, I'm not a fool for you. Knowing I'm a plan for this game or two. Come on. You guys know that song. Let's see. I use Qcoin. Where do you buy XRP? I do know Qcoin has it. If we come over here, let's just type XRP. XRP, and then we scroll down here. Get out of here, man. This will basically tell all of the ones that you want to see. This actually doesn't tell them all. Oh, here we go. There you go. So you got some of these. I don't even know what some of these are. Gate to IO, Upbit. Multi said bye. Oh, come on, man. You got Mexi, you know. This is USDT. Qcoin. Looks like BitGet. I mean, if you just go on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, it'll tell you all this shit you need to know of where you can pick up some XRP. Let's see. Next bull run, I'll throw a moon party. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'd be down for a moon party. I'd be down for that. Bitcoin's still just sitting below this I guess it's resistance now. Below that resistance. Bass, they're gonna be hilarious when XRP is 50 cents after the halving. Oh man, don't do that to your mom. Your mom has their whole portfolio in XRP. Don't do that to your mom, Bath. Come on, man. Let your mom have her day. All right. Damn. Buy it on Binance, said Art. Oh Lord, I wouldn't do that now. Unless you don't believe the Binance FUD. Which, I mean, it's not really FUD. I mean, they are suing them. But unless you believe that there's just going to be a scratch. A scratch. A scratch. I don't know. Multi said, I'm going to slurp the dip. You are going to slurp the shit out of that dip, Multi. After storing all my cash in UST and then rest in Luna, I can withstand anything. Dude, you can withstand anything if you did that. Like I said, dude, I don't take that lightly. If you can go through this market like this, right, and you can withstand what we've already gone through, you know, even if you're a bear and you think we're going to go back down here, right, just getting through this part, right? Like, I would say, like, this part was easy, I guess, but, like, this area here, this whole area, if you can get through that, you can get through any bad point in any market, man. You know, like, crypto's been through some shit, man. Luna crash, I mean, you name it, man. I mean, FTX, Celsius, BlockFi, right? And then you had USDC unpeg, and now you have Binance getting sued. You have every altcoin getting called a security. Like, dude, this has been the most, you know, just FUD-filled time for Bitcoin, man. It's been absolutely insane. The funny part of it is, you know, despite all the shit that's happened in the last year, right? You know, year to date, you know, I know it's doom and gloom, but year to date, Bitcoin is up 66% despite all the shit that's happened in the last year, right? Which is, I think, is kind of amazing. Doesn't mean it's like gonna, like, you guys know my take, but like, even if you're bearish and you think it's gonna go lower in here, it's still, it's you are a warrior if you've been through this shit, you know. I think you're gonna make it at this point. You are gonna make it at this point, man. Wherever you think we are in the cycle, whether you think, you know, the stock markets are gonna crumble and Bitcoin's gonna crumble back down here, or you're more of a bullish and you think Bitcoin's gonna do what it typically does, which is come back up here and then pull back. I think at this point, you made it, and you've stomached enough pain and hurt, even if you did see this at this point, that you're just like, all right, whatever, man. I've seen this before, you know. Let's see. It's up 66% if you bought the exact bottom. That's true. That's true. I guess a more logical point would be like these lows, right? So I guess you can say like 40%, right? So if you bought like 19K or lower, which I think is a little bit more logical. But you're right, Brian. Most, I would say 99% of people did not buy Bitcoin below 19K. If they did, we probably wouldn't even gone to below 19K. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's very true. Let's see. It sucks BTC gets dragged through the mud because of all these crypto scams. Yeah, I would generally agree, man. I would generally agree. You know, Bitcoin, I would even argue Ethereum too, all get sort of dragged through it because of the SEC shit and the exchanges, right? But at the end of the day, we need exchanges for people to buy Bitcoin. So it's like a catch-22, you know? If we don't have exchanges, well, people aren't going to be able to buy Bitcoin, you know? We're all for decentralization, but let's be honest. The average person, a noob that comes in crypto, you thinking a noob's going to come in and use DYDX? They're going to have no idea how to do that. You think a noob's going to come in, right? You think we're going to get mass adoption without exchanges? It's never going to happen, right? So the issue that we have right now is the U.S. is trying to push all the exchanges out, right? They've done it to pretty much everything. Now they did it to Binance, Coinbase, right? It probably will be next. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, so the issue that we have right now is there's no exchanges, man. How do people buy shit if you don't already have it? You know, or you don't already have, you know, whatever. Brian said, remember the first time you used MetaMask? Yes. You had no idea what you were doing. Remember the first time you used Uniswap or MetaMask or anything? You had no idea what you were doing. You were praying that transaction went through. Imagine, and you at that point, you probably were in crypto for a little bit. Imagine if you had no idea what crypto was, you saw Bitcoin price was going up, and you wanted to buy Bitcoin, and you had to use MetaMask and Uniswap. Or, I don't know, some other exchange, decentralized exchange. You would be lost. You would be like, you know what, screw it. This is too much of a hassle. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Robinhood? Yeah, with Robinhood, as long as you're like buying it and putting it somewhere else, Robinhood's fine. As long as you're buying it there and then moving it somewhere else. And that is definitely fine. I bought BTC from some guy in a dark alley. You know, yeah, it's like the crypto's gonna have drug dealers, you know, where they buy it illegally and then they sell it to people on the street, OTC, kind of like you know, a little like a drug dealer does now, right? They're like, yo, bro, you want some Bitcoin? It's going up right now, bro. You want some? Yeah. Listen, I'll give you $20 a $20 a Bitcoin, $25. I got to have a little bit of profit because I buy it illegally. Yeah, man. Have some crypto. Yeah, have some Bitcoin. Here you go. Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, all right, I'll see you later. You want some more Bitcoin? I'll be in this alley, bro. Just let me know. That's what it's gonna be like soon. You know, you're gonna have to buy OTC from a crypto dealer. Oh Lord. Alan, Ron DeSantis 2024. Let's go, man. Hey, you know, this is not a politics channel, but, you know, as someone that is in the crypto space, I'm usually not a big politics guy, but I definitely will be voting for someone that is pro-crypto. That is for sure. And Ron DeSantis is pro-crypto. But this isn't a political channel. We're not going to talk about who we're voting for president. But I definitely will be voting. I will not be voting for someone that's anti-crypto. That's for sure. That is for sure. Let's see. What's Bitcoin doing? Man, it's being slow in here. Doesn't really know what it wants to do just yet. Trying to come up, but it is still getting resistance on this white box. How's the stock market? Stock market futures are down right now. DXY is flat. Gold is down. And Bitcoin is slightly up in the new day. But stock market futures are down. And just keep in mind they are All right, you got the golden pocket here on the S&P. You got the golden pocket on the Nasdaq. This is where you'd be a little bit hesitant here, right? This is not where you want to be FOMOing into like a Nasdaq index, right? You want to wait for a pullback. This one has gone up 13%, really in a straight line, right? So Nasdaq would not be surprised to see a pullback. Maybe has one more squeeze to the 702, but because it's not really out of, I mean, I guess it's out of resistance, but we'll be surprised to see a pullback in here. And then the S&P is at the 618, which once again, we'll be surprised to see one more squeeze, but like it would make sense for a pullback this week, right? Because, you know, the way I'm thinking about the market right now is, okay, Bitcoin's already pulling back, right? Bitcoin's just saw a massive flush, okay? Maybe it gets more of a flush. Who the frick knows? If the stock market gets more of a flush, you might see Bitcoin get more of a flush. But it would make sense for markets to go down this week because, like I said, man, I am bullish for next week. I'm not a macro economist, right? I only can show you the data that I have. But the data that I have shows me that inflation will be much lower. The Fed will pause, right? Who knows what Powell's going to freaking say? But off the data that I have, I think next week will be a positive week. This week, you know, maybe it's a profit-taking week. Maybe it's, a dip week this week. Who knows? But they're at levels that make sense, you know. So just be cautious there in the stock markets, overall, especially this week, because there's like nothing going on this week. So it's like, it is what it is. Let's see. We needed a FUD campaign to DCA some good prices. You always need some FUD, man. You always need some FUD. That is for sure. There's always FUD. When is there not FUD in crypto now? I feel like there's always FUD. When's the last time we didn't have any FUD? You know? I can't even remember where, man. But I will always say this. Every low is always marked by a major... Like, every major low is marked by a major capitulation event, right? That caused that low. It's just the question is this the low? You know what I mean? Like I said, banking crisis low, FTX low, right? This was like 18 things in here. So like this was like Luna, Celsius, BlockFi. This was like everything in here. But that was marked in there, right? But that lasted about a week in here. This was the Luna one. This was Luna. This was Celsius, I think, and BlockFi and shit. But and all those dumps lasted a good amount of time. This one lasted about a month. About a week. This one lasted about a week. FTX crash lasted about 4 days. Banking one was like a 3-dayer in there. So now here we are. Like, is this it? Are we gonna go lower? We'll see, right? But I will say every major low is marked by like absolute panic in the markets and people going absolutely insane. And it's gonna be a real test to see if we can get back into this range. You know, the local low, exactly, Hamilton. Local low. Like blood running down a wall. That is true. Every time it's just about to pump, you get a little bit of FUD. It's true. Whimsy, he said, I gotta go poop and DCA. Catch you later. Scratch you guys later. Thanks, Jordan and gang. Thank you for hanging out, man. Appreciate you for being here, and thank you for smacking that like button, my guy. Appreciate it. All you can do if you watch the stream is like the stream and maybe just say, hey, Jordan, shout out to you, man. That's it. That's all you gotta do, man. That's all you gotta do. Besides that, I don't care what you do, right? Like the damn stream and say, what's up, Jordan? How's your day going? That's it. Watching my portfolio, like, yeah. Hey, I said, at least some of the stock, like if you're in stocks, at least some of the stocks are doing well. Bitcoin at the end of the day, okay, I mean, it's at 26K. I mean, it wasn't like the worst day ever for Bitcoin, right? Same thing for Ethereum. It wasn't like the worst day ever. You've had much worse days. Like ETH is just in the same range it's been in. Bitcoin is slightly below the range it's been in, right? But as I say, altcoins definitely got hit pretty hard today. That is for sure. With the securities talk, they got absolutely trounced today. But we'll see if they can get a little bit of retracement at the end of the day. You know, we'll see. I still will be okay. If Bitcoin can find a bounce, I'll be okay. But Bitcoin's got some work to do in here before we can get too optimistic about this being the low. I'm not fully convinced just yet. Like I said, I need to see Bitcoin get back up here. If they can get back up here, all right. I think we might be talking a little bit. But right here, not totally convinced yet. But I am in a long. But I can still see it. I can still see it coming into this box in here, which is basically these highs and then like kind of the secondary highs at like 24.5 at this point. But man, it'll be fun. It'll be fun either way. And we'll be here to talk about it. We'll be here having fun, and we'll be here talking about it every single day because we ain't going anywhere. Jordan, if Ripple wins, Gary's gonna go home soon. That would be awesome, dude. If Ripple won, that would be insane. But as always, you know, I hope they win. I want XRP to pump, but I also wouldn't get my hopes up. Like, oh my God, the case is gonna get settled tomorrow. I wouldn't get my hopes settled up just yet. But I'm pulling for the XRPers. I am a small XRPer. I'm a small little shrimp in the XRP army. I'm probably one of the smallest shrimps in the XRP army. But me and my 5 XRP will go to the moon, okay? We will go to the moon with my 5 XRP. Let's see. D'Angelo said he's going long from 23,950. Nice, man. 23,950. 23,950. I guess you probably got a reason for it. You probably got a reason for it, man. There's many different reasons, right? So I'm gonna assume you have a pretty good, maybe it's like a moving average or a fib level or something down there. You're like, okay, I'm gonna long from that level, man. Stick to your levels and just play it. Just buy 1 BTC. Well, I didn't have a choice. It's either I buy 5 XRP or I buy 0.000000001 BTC. You know? What would I rather do? I'm going to take the 5 XRP. That's what we did back in the day. Right? Back in the day, we were like, dude, we got 5. Back in 2017, it's like, all right, I can buy a little bit of Bitcoin, or I can buy this amount of XRP because it's a lower price. That's what we all do when we come to this market. We're like, we're not going to buy the higher priced coin. We're going to buy the one that's like a cent because we can get more of it. Not knowing that really doesn't matter. It's market cap. We all do that. Mike, you late? Hey, better late than never, Mike. Appreciate you being here, man. Better late than freaking never. We've been talking about Bitcoin for an hour and a half. We've talked about stock market. We've talked about literally everything under the sun. You know, we're finally in fear, Mike, which is good. You finally got some fear in the fear and greed, which, you know, we'll see if we go into extreme fear. That would be insane. Hoff's at work right now. Nice, Skill. How many pizzas can you buy with BTC? Now you can buy a lot of pizzas with BTC. But when BTC first came out, that guy spent like thousands of Bitcoin on one pizza. But I always make this argument, like if he spent BTC on a pizza, he probably had other Bitcoin too, right? So it's always this story of like, this guy bought a pizza for 1,000 Bitcoin. It's like, okay, cool. But he probably had 10,000 Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's like, he probably doesn't really care. I don't know if that's true. But, you know, if that was his only Bitcoin, he's probably kicking himself. He's kicking himself right now. We're selling that BTC for the freaking pizza. Imagine if he spent all his Bitcoin on the pizza. That better have been the best pizza. That better have been a pizza from an alien planet that had upgraded sauce, upgraded cheese, that like had like 10 out of 10 ingredients. I'm talking pepperonis from I was gonna say pepperonis from your mom's nipples. Or sausages, you know. That better had Becker sausages on there. You know, I'm talking the best pizza. If that was just some average Joe pizza, oh my God, I'd be pissed. Will Doge reach all-time high ever again? I'm gonna do a hot take and say no. I'm gonna do a hot take and say Doge doesn't hit all-time highs again. It may not be a hot take. For me, I think Doge will still go up, but for Doge to hit all-time highs again, think about it. For it to hit its last all-time high, it had to be on Saturday Night Live. It had max euphoria on Doge. Like, that's one of the craziest time periods I've ever seen in markets, was the Doge hype. For it to do that again is very, very doubtful. Very, very doubtful. And I know that's like the Dodgers will be like, oh my God, it's going to do it. If I had to bet my money, if Doge hits all-time highs again, I'm saying no. I'm saying no. That's my take, though. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll eat my words. It is what it is. And if I'm wrong, that means the whole Bitcoin. That means everything pumped into all-time highs. So it's cool. It's cool. He did buy the pizza company, HODL Bitcoin. Let's see. Doge, all-time high, never again. It got the biggest pump for being the logo on Twitter, and it couldn't even break resistance. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying, bro. It went on Twitter, and it like pumps like 20%. You know what I mean? What does that have to do to get a 10x pump? I'm not gonna say it's impossible, right? I mean, if Bitcoin goes insane, yeah, I mean, Doge will go 10x, but you guys know my take. I'm not as bullish on Bitcoin as most people are, man. I will be very bearish, okay? First of all, I'll be very bearish, you know, because I'm just going based off of Bitcoin's on the past, diminishing returns, all that stuff. I will be very bearish when Bitcoin's in here, right? Very bearish when Bitcoin's in here, right? It'll be like the opposite sentiment. Everyone will be euphoric in here. And then I will be even more bearish if you get the pullback in here and then you go back up. If you come up to like 70K, 75, 80, I will be bearish as shit in there. Right? Because I've sort of said I think the Bitcoin top will be like 80K. You know, I'm not as bullish on Bitcoin as most people are. I will say that. At least for the next cycle. But we'll see. Imagine holding since 70 cents and thinking it will go there again. Doge? Doge 70 cents. Hey, I'm not going to say, like, I still think it'll go up when the market turns around. Like the overall market, not just Bitcoin, but like when alts start picking up. I still think it'll go up. It's just, man, like, to get it up here, dude, you have to match that same euphoria in here. You have to match the Saturday Night Live, Elon, everyone and their mother talking about Dogecoin, you know? That's some insane euphoria you have to go up against, you know? I mean, if they print money up the wazoo and our dollar's worth half as much, okay, then maybe it'll pump above 71 cents. But on a relative scale, will you get the same value as you did over here? I don't know about that. And that's not me being a bear. Listen, if it goes to 40 cents, that's still really good, you know? Elliot said the fear is getting clumped up again. Not clumped up enough yet. It's clumped. It's definitely clumped. Or it's definitely there, but it's not clumped. Let's get some clumpage in here, Elliot. You know what I mean? We need some clumpage, bro. Lazarus said, ain't nobody pumping anything up my wazoo. Let's see. Kids don't have 27K to buy Bitcoins, but they can buy 6-cent coins. That's true. That is true. B Money said I was in the ER and the nurses and doctors had their phones out checking Doge. That's so true. I remember everyone and their mother was talking about Dogecoin at that time. Everyone and their mother was talking about Doge. Mike said, is horse guy still breathing? Yeah, we saw horse guy like 3 times in the stream already, man. We saw him 3 times. You missed it because you were late, Mike. But like I said, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. We need the crypto is over kind of fear. True. That is true. But, I mean, a lot of the times, the crypto is over fear. A lot of times you don't realize that you get that fear until it actually happens, right? You know, did we get crypto is over fear right here? I know this was a different time. Like, we're lower. It was lower, right? You had the banking crisis, which pushed up BTC. This was obviously crypto. Everyone thought crypto was dead over here. So that's kind of a bad saying. But yeah, we'll see what happens in here, man. Like I said, let's give this till tomorrow. We'll see where we end up. I sold all my Litecoin today, all about $90. And realigned at 83. Nice, Elliot, man. Yeah, man, I'm trying to sell my Litecoin. I bought Litecoin. Where did I buy Litecoin? Earlier this year. I think it was somewhere. I think I bought my Litecoin. I think it was on this dip. I think it was like right around this region in here. And yeah, man, I'm trying to sell my Litecoin above 100. And Bath just keeps shorting it and not letting me sell it above 100. You know. But, you know, I sit here, and the reason why I'm still in it, and the reason why I'm still bullish on this, is because every time you drop, right, you just seem to make a higher low. You know what I mean? And that could change, but it's up, higher low, up, higher low, up, higher low. But, dude, if you sold it here and bought back lower, props to you, man. But I need Bath to stop shorting this shit every time it goes up. You know what I mean? Let me sell my halving pump. Let me be in and out of Litecoin, bro. I want to sell my Litecoin up here. You know what I mean? Bass said, if no one wants BTC, why does the market value it at 25,740? That is true. If no one wanted BTC, Bitcoin would be at 0. That is a great way to put it. That is fantastic. Fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic, man. You know? Dude, if everyone was bearish on Bitcoin, we wouldn't be at 25,000 right now. We would be at 0. That is a great way to put it. Was it just Binance that made the dump? No, we don't. Listen. Yes, did that initiate the dump? Probably initiated it, right? That gave it a little bit of push over the edge. But I don't really like to blame the dump on news, right? So like we were looking at this, we're like, okay, if this is the low, cool. There's always a chance it can go lower, right? And break these lows and sort of really get everyone super fearful before it comes back up. The thing is, I don't want to blame it on the news. I think there's things to learn on the short-term time frames, right? Like when we were up here and we had this range, we broke the high, we came back in, and then we got rejected right here. Overall, that was a pretty good sign that it was gonna at least come back down to the bottom of the range, right? So like I said, I don't want to be that, you know, I don't think you should ever be that guy that's like, the news is the reason why we dumped, you know? I think you want to learn something from it. Like, look back and look at, all right, what were the signs that maybe we would have gone back to the lows, right? And I guess at the time, right, it's made some sense. Made a lot of sense. You deviate the high, you look for the range low. And this is why I'm looking at the same thing now, and I'm saying to myself, okay, we did that up here. if we now have a range low and we get back into here for the same reasons, I'm looking for the range high, right? For the same reason that when we deviated here, we look for the range low. So that's why I'm looking at it right now. I don't think we should be blaming it on now. Like I said, was that the push for retail to be, capitulating all their cryptos? Yes. But I guess there were signs of sort of at least a short-term rollover in here, right? For sure. Alan said, I wonder what the guy who sold pizza for BTC did. Wondering if he's still holding. I don't know. I can look it up. Let me see. Let me see if he's still holding over here. Is the guy who bought Bitcoin? Oh no. Is the guy who bought pizza with Bitcoin still holding Bitcoin? Let's see what we get. Bitcoin Pizza Day. Laszlo spent $3.8 billion worth of Bitcoin on pizza. He dumped his Bitcoin. Let's see. The purchase equated to roughly $41 back in 40. He paid $41 for a pizza. That's insane. Let's see. Did he still hold? After all, he has no regrets. I don't know if, it doesn't say if he did. I don't think he did have any Bitcoin. That sucks. Holy shit. I don't think he did. It doesn't say like, oh yeah, he still owned Bitcoin and he killed it. It doesn't say anything like that. So I don't know. It doesn't really give me any information on that. It just said he sold it and he has no regrets. Which, that is a lie and a half. Of course they're going to have regrets. You know what I mean? I'm like an old lady trying to read. I'm like an old lady trying to use YouTube. Where's the search button? Where's the search button? Hey, is this house button the search button? Oh, Lord. $50 for pineapple. Dude, he paid $41 for a freaking pizza, man. What is this guy doing? To be fair, though, I mean, pizza's expensive now. Wherever you go, you're paying $20, $25 for a pizza. You're getting housed. like, what do the pizza places do? They use bread, cheese, and sauce. Like, we're not using expensive ingredients here. You know? Oh, the one who sold the pizza. The other guy rolling in it? Oh, Revy, what's going on? Revy became a moon member? Shout out to Revy, bro. Holy moly.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Revy, that's absolutely insane, man. I appreciate you doing that, dude. That is insane. Insane, man. I see you always in the chat lately, man. Shout out to you, bro. That is insane, man. PS5 Future said, how's the daily RSI looking on Bitcoin? Thank you. The daily RSI on Bitcoin, my friend, is down here at about a 36. So like we're not at levels where we saw at previous lows just yet. Like in the March crash, we were oversold on the daily at a 29 and we pumped, right? FTX, we actually went to about a 26 and then that was the bottom, right? So if we're going based off the RSI and like when it's oversold, this would mean that's, you would have some more dumpage left in the tank if that's all we're going off of. So we are not at the point where it's necessarily like, oh my God, we're going to pump from right here. No really any bullish divergence. I was hoping we had some bullish divergence, like some lower lows and some higher lows, But you got no bullish divergence in here. It's not really any clear signs just yet. That's why I am not fully on board with this is like the peak low just yet. I need to see a base. Let's build a base of price action in here, you know, before we can be like, okay, that's it, this is it. I want to see a base being built. I'm not fully convinced just yet. Let's get like a W formation built in here or something, man, you know? But yeah, the daily RSI is not oversold yet. No bullish divergence. Nothing to be seen. At least on the daily. BCE said he's got the damn munchies. Me too, man. I got the damn munchies too. Guys, what should I get for dinner tonight, man? Listen, I'm supposed to eat a tuna fish sandwich. Okay? I don't want to eat a tuna fish sandwich. I'm supposed to be eating healthy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to eat the damn tuna fish sandwich, man. Yeah, I'm basically just going to be eating tuna fish with mayo. Basically, tuna fish with mayo. Someone's yelling outside, bro. They're going nuts outside. Tuna fish mayo with a wrap and some avocado. Like, that's what I'm going to eat. That's what I'm supposed to eat for dinner tonight. Like, it's ridiculous. Scorpions at Chipotle. I would totally get Chipotle, but there's no Chipotle near me, dude. It's like a 20-minute walk. And I ain't not walking 20 minutes. I'm not walking 20 minutes at this point. Get some better food. I like my tuna fish sandwiches, man. Don't hate it. Don't hate the tuna fish sandwiches. Prison food. I like my prison food. You guys will be shocked about the food that I eat every day. I basically eat taco. Like, I think my tacos are good. Tacos, chili, tuna fish sandwiches, plain chicken with rice, you know. And then obviously I splurge sometimes. You know, sometimes I'll get a pizza, I'll get Chinese food. But some of my meals, you guys would be like, dude, you eat that? It's so plain. I'm like, yeah, I eat that. It's plain. Digital said he doesn't. Yeah. I like to walk places over here, man. You know? A lot of the places like that I go to, a lot of the restaurants and stuff, or like the grocery store or the gym, I can all walk to them. So I prefer to walk to places, man. You get more exercise. It's nice. It's nice. If you're not meat or cheese in my taco, you're just taking up space. That's me too much. Brian, like, I make my taco and it's literally stuffed with meat. It's stuffed with beef and cheese and sour cream, right? And I put no vegetables in there. Sometimes I'll put some avocado in there. I put no vegetables in there. Maya's like, it's not a taco, bro. That's just meat. And I'm like, that's how I like it. I like my meat. No pun intended.
Bruh.
I like my damn meat. But yeah, I make my tacos the same way. You carry all your groceries? I do carry all my groceries. Listen, back in the day, before we had cars, we had to carry our groceries, man. You know, I know that's crazy to think, but we had to carry our groceries back before we had cars. Think about it. Yeah, I guess we used horse and buggies. You know? Tacos are the best. I can eat tacos every day. Hell yeah. Similar to the taco of your mom. Oh yeah, she's eating those meaty tacos. She's eating more than the meat. She's putting pickles in there. She's putting beef in there. She's even putting some sausages in there. You know, your mom's going nuts in that taco. Anyways, guys, holy shit. All right. I'm going to call it here. Bitcoin has not reclaimed the white box, so I am not super convinced just yet that Bitcoin's low is in. I need to see, you know, at least a local low, right? I need to see Bitcoin get back above this white box. If it gets back above this white box, we have some stuff to talk about, because then we have our classic low deviation. But as of right now, we have not reclaimed it yet, so there's not really anything to get super optimistic about at the current moment. We'll check back in tomorrow and see where we're at, but as of right now, we need to see Bitcoin clear that white box. Other than that, stock market futures down, DXY, I guess it's down 0.01%, but pretty much flat. And gold is down. So we'll see where we are in the morning. I'll catch the members in the morning at 8:30. Catch everyone else at 7 o'clock. Have a fantastic night, guys. As always, I'm out. If you need anything, I'll be in the Discord. Just at me. I'll get a little notification, and I'll pop in there. All right? Just try not to troll me too much, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Catch you later. Peace.